Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel. This is Papa Bale, and we're looking at the pulse motor generator. And I'm going to spin the rotor with my finger, and we're going to see what the voltage is at this stage of completion. We've got 3 drive coils. This one, that one wrapped in aluminum, and that one over there wrapped in aluminum. The rest of these are hooked in a series circuit in our generator coils. We now have 4 cores on the rotor, so just watch this. $140 something, and then it just stops like pretty much all at once. So that's amazing. $160 with my finger. Truly amazing. Alright, so what we're doing now, and I can even do this now. I can move this coil to that magnet and move this coil to this magnet, and then the positioning will be right. I'm just going to replace those 2 coils over there with this style coil, and I have a magnetic core and an iron core left to use. So I mean, this is going to be... Now I got a question for anybody who cares to answer it. The magnetic core has a north and a south pole. Which end should I put facing the rotor for generator purposes? If anybody has an answer to that question, please leave a comment. I'm not expecting many people to see this far into the video, but that'd be really useful if somebody could give me a hand with that. I might even make a short just for that. And we'll see what happens. Alright, but that's pretty much it. I mean, that's good. Here, let's turn it on since we're just chilling here. So we get it up to there, and then give it a spin. It's already up to 100. Holy schmidt. Alright, I'm going to hold the shaft, and that's going to help it. So we got up to like 191. And look at it just slowed down and like immediately. That is so helpful. That is so helpful. I mean, not when you're doing experiments with coasting. I mean, this would suck. This would really suck. If you wanted to keep spinning, you don't want it to stop like that. Common sense. It's already stopped, man. It was well on its way to making 200 volts of AC electricity. And then, you know, AC DC right here, man. That's just, it doesn't matter which one it is because we can change it up. You know? The power is in my hands, pretty much. And building it is more important than anything else. because, like, I drew 2 drawings today of this particular pulse motor in its finished form. One with 3 triangle coils at 40 degrees of separation at 120 degrees of separation. So every coil in the triangle is 120, and then every other triangle is 40 degrees of separation. So, it's not sacred, but it could be. Like the dodecahedron is sacred, but the rhombicosi dodecahedron is not sacred. But it's way more complex and a way larger shape than the dodecahedron. So I believe it should be somewhere in the grand scheme of things, right? So when you draw the 3 delta circuits, which are made out of coils and a reed switch and a power supply, you get it? The circuitry is simple. And it shouldn't be complicated. If it has to be complicated, like I'm going to start reading up on this fly back. And I'm pretty sure that the idea here with the flyback is going to be not to store it or try and capture it, but to redirect it and have it flow directly back into the system. Because, when energy stops, it's kind of dead. You got to keep it excited. I mean, like, batteries do that and everything, but I'm just trying to be difficult. I just think you could do it without batteries or capacitors. If that is, in fact, a thing, you just have to plug the end of it back into the front of it. And then that flyback. But in order to do that, you want to do it right here at the reed switch. Okay? That's where you want to make your connection. Because it actually, every time the magnets induce the switch, all the circuits get turned off. So that's where you want to make your connection, right there. So you don't need more than one magnetic induction switch, which I've tried, and it's very complicated. Extremely complicated. There's like literally just one place that each one of them can go for it to work at all. And it's not hard to find that place. It just takes a long time. I'm excited. Man. I just made 150, 160 volts with my finger. I'm happy. And this thing spins like a mofo with 4 cores on it. That's also an accomplishment. And the cores haven't snapped out of their homes yet and kissed the magnets, which is bound to happen. I hope it doesn't happen while it's moving. But I have some electrical tape that I put around them to make them fat enough to have to hammer through there. And I think all of them are pretty secure. Oh man. I'm so happy. And then if we need DC volts for something, like if that flyback has to be transferred into DC, we have our bridge rectifier. I don't remember exactly how to use it. I think that one that's odd is what goes out. So the DC is here, and all these other things are AC hookup. I think it's good to have diagonal for your AC in and AC out, or your positive and your negative. Your end of the coil here and end of the coil there. Go on that. And then, like, if you're doing a multimeter, you put the black one on here and the red one on this. And this should give you a fair readout of DC voltage. Now, I haven't got it to ever be stable, and I think it's because of this is rudimentary. Like, all the coils that I just made there's crimped wire in all of them. Gotta be honest. They still work pretty well. I mean, if they were like done by a person that would start over again if they screwed up, somebody like that, they might work better. But I don't have a problem with the way they're working. But yeah, those 4-filer coils are amazing. Just blast through all that resistance, man. They just blast right through. It's amazing. All right, well, have a good night. Peace out. Please subscribe.